For KWWire.com, I'm Chris Dosky here at the Winter National Guard Armory. It's a busy time for the Winter Warrior boys basketball program, joined by Brett Gardner. Coach, we appreciate the time again.
Thanks for having us. Always a pleasure.
Before we talk about your boys, let's talk about the new postseason format the volleyball team had at the Sweet 16. Maybe there's few out there that are maybe wondering, what is the Sweet 16 all about? Fill us in on what's going to take place this year.
So the Sweet 16 was passed in Class A. Class B is not yet. It's on the horizon. They're really looking into it. But it's where you get your region. You play your first two games in your regional competition. So like we're Region 7. We'd be playing our region for the first two games. Once you get down to the final two, so instead of having a championship, they reseed it 1 through 16, a lot like football. So, for instance, winner could play Madison or St. Thomas More or Dakota Valley. You have no idea once you get down to the final two because they reseed it based off seed points throughout the entire year. So it's going to be really interesting. It makes the regular season very important because every game matters for seed points. You don't want to be one of those 15, 16 seeds and have to play the best team in the state in the Sweet 16. So it really makes it competitive throughout the year, and it makes every game even that much more important. So it's pretty exciting. It's pretty fun. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out this year. It's kind of a trial run for Class A to see how it's going to go, but I know a lot of coaches are excited about it, very, very excited about it, and I just think it's going to make it a fun regular season.
So busy stretch for your boys, I mentioned before to start off the interview. These games got some big contests, classics, tournaments, busy stretch here.
Oh, absolutely, and we wouldn't want it any other way, Chris. We play 3 games this week. We play 3 games next week. January, we've had 12. We're going to have, when it's all said and done, 12 games in the month of January. And, you know, with postponements due to snow and weather and everything else, it makes it fun. As a coach, you kind of stress about it because you don't get as much practice time, but the players love it because all you're doing is preparing for the next team. And we always talk about the next game being the most important game, and that's so important in this month of but in this month of January, you know, you come up short, you lose a game, you got to immediately clear your mechanism and say it's time for the next game because it's the most important game. And we have 8 seniors, so we're very fortunate to have these guys. They're leaders. They've been through it. They've been through back-to-back state tournament basketball teams, back-to-back state championship football teams. A lot of them were on the state club baseball championship. Cameron Kyle was a state champion in track. So we have a lot of state experience, and our seniors know what's expected, and they're kind of our leaders. Like in practice, when practices aren't going as well as they need to, the seniors get in and say, hey guys, let's get it going, and they kind of take over. And that's a coach's best friend is when you have seniors that can do that.
Should be a fun postseason ride for all of our area teams in Central South Dakota. Stay tuned to KWWire.com for all the coverage. Alongside Winter Boys basketball coach Brett Gardner, I'm Chris Dosky for KWWire.com.